Hi everybody!
Hello! Welcome to the Barrel Newscast.
Yes, for February 17th, 2012.
I don't know.
It's been a weird week.
That's...
I'll start off by saying that, because internet problems and then schoolwork, just...
Everything got pushed back.
Everything got pushed back or just didn't exist this week. So
yeah, time shifted.
I think there should be a couple weeks in the year where Barrel Roll News just kind of takes the week off. Because there's always a couple weeks in our school years that we just...
Midterms.
Yep.
Exams.
Where, yeah, all the essays and all the midterms and all that stuff is just due, so... And then we falter.
I did pretty good last week, because last week I had like a couple exams and an essay due. And I was pretty good at watching that week come by, but I totally forgot about this week.
Yeah, me too. This week kind of snuck up on me. So.
And of course, the Vita comes out, so I'm like... That didn't help any.
Yeah, this week really snuck up. So yes, our apologies for missing things or postponed things or just random stuff that's happening on the site.
Quirks.
Yes.
It's a ghost in the system.
Mm-hmm.
Not Isaac's 3 laws of robotics. No.
No.
What's it called?
I don't think that applies.
Oh. Ghost in the robot.
Anywho, what we're playing?
What are you playing? We'll go with you this time. This week. Are you playing anything?
I'm trying to think now of the stuff I've been playing. A little bit more of...
I wrote it down.
You always write it down.
Because I would forget easily.
A little bit of Kingdom of Amalur. But with, being out and about and all that other stuff. Resident Evil I've gotten farther in. Revelations. And then I finally found Harvest Moon.
Hard to
A
find.
Tale of Two Towns for the 3DS. Hard to find.
It's one of those niche games.
It is, but at the same, I don't know.
It's one of those, they'll make 2 of them and then they'll stop making them.
I know. Well, that's why I wanted to get it. It's
eBay would have been your last option.
Yeah, and I don't do eBay. So.
Amazon, maybe Amazon. Amazon. Nope. Really?
Unless you're in the States, and I wasn't ordering out of the States.
Oh man, and when you ship it from the States, it's just
$200 money. Yeah, so
$200.
So Harvest Moon. I
hear it's a Harvest Moon game. What can you say about it? It's
different, and I mean, you still farm. Don't get me wrong, they will never let you stop farming, because then it wouldn't be a Harvest Moon game anymore. But this one you start off, and there's 2 towns that you have to decide between, and one of them is like a livestock type town, like they thrive on horses and sheep and all that fun stuff, and then the other town is crop based, so they rely on you actually growing like your turnips and potatoes and all that other stuff. So you're like, okay, and then you have to pick between which one you want to live in, and apparently you can move. I have not been given that option yet. They've not described to me how to move.
I'm really surprised that they didn't. One of these days they're gonna make one of those Tales games, the Harvest Moon games, where it's Harvest Moon Red and Harvest Moon Blue. They would make a lot of money. They would make,
yeah.
They would. And you already said there's weird Nintendo references in those games too, so.
Oh yeah, there's Nintendo references in this one. And this one is more centered on cooking. The last few have been centered on cooking because they want you to cook more, because no one used to cook in the games. You had all the kitchen supplies and you're like...
What they should have done is just work together with, wasn't it Jesco? Doesn't Cooking Mama?
No, there are no cooking mini games. You walk up to your kitchen, you select your ingredients, you press make, and it makes it.
Oh, that's a little less dynamic.
I'm okay with that. I don't want to have to cut my stuff.
Oh, those Cooking Mama games are surprisingly fun.
Apparently they are, but I don't want that in my Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
I already have there's already a clock that ticks down with the amount of time in a day that I have to get all my stuff done. I don't need to be part of it, so.
You gotta cut celeries.
Yeah, gotta cut the smellery. But yes, they have cooking competitions weekly in the game.
Now, is it all dynamic? Monday is Monday,
no.
Tuesday is Tuesday? Oh.
Time passes quickly.
So
otherwise
it doesn't follow the clock?
No, which is good. Because otherwise there'd be way too much time in the game. Way too much time in a day, and not enough to do. They pretty much make it so you plan your day, and every day is different. But you have enough time to kind of get everything done, and then go to bed and sleep, and then wake up and do your thing.
See, I really like what Pokemon does with theirs, but their game isn't reliant on time.
Right.
Anyways.
Whereas Harvest Moon, to grow potatoes take 5 to 7 days to grow. So if that was actually on like a actual time basis.
It'll be like EVE Online.
Yeah, and no one wants to do that for a game.
It's a kid's game anyways, no less. EVE Online is probably fine, but
EVE, yes, because that's a real niche audience, but for a handheld RPG type game, that would be
for kids, not grown adults.
It's for its audience, but
I don't think little 12-year-old Timmy's gonna want to play EVE.
Well, most little 12-year-olds don't want to play Harvest Moon anymore either. So.
That's true. The Harvest Moon is a dying breed.
Yeah.
It'll get maybe
which is surprising because of how good Farmville does.
Yeah.
You'd think that people would evolve into an actual game.
Like they want. Well, I think what Farmville is doing is it's literally satisfying people's needs. Like, I'm gonna totally play this for an hour and then they're done for the day.
But you can do that on Harvest Moon, and in Harvest Moon you can get married.
Well, you can get married in Farmville, right?
I don't know.
I've never played Farmville.
I've never played it. There's some of those online games where you can get married, but
The Sims Online.
But no, so there's more centered on cooking.
Yeah.
And
anything else in the game that's different from past iterations?
Hand fishing.
Wait, what?
There's like big streams, like big river type things where you need a fishing rod, which I don't have yet, and I don't know when I'm gonna get it.
You get the super rod.
And they have different rods.
Super rod. That's one.
And then there's like little streams where you can see the shadows of fish, and you can walk on top of the water because it's not obviously all that deep.
Yeah.
And you can actually like grab fish with your hands.
Also, like you have to tap the screen.
No, you just it's A button.
Oh, so you can't time.
Your menus and stuff are on your touch screen.
Oh.
Because it was developed as a DS game more than that. Oh. So the 3D effect's not crazy.
Yeah, it's just basic, like, images are popping forward.
And we do get Street Pass, which is odd to me. You throw an item in the Street Pass thing, and it will automatically, like when you Street Pass someone else with Harvest Moon, it will trade whatever their item is in their send thing with the item in your send thing. So you'll just trade. So you could literally put, like, something that's worth $8,000 in your trading thing and get a rock back.
Well, that's there's no filters for that, is there?
No.
Because I think that's what they're gonna do for they want to do for the next Pokemon game.
Is kind of put something that
Street Pass trading,
which would be amazing.
But it's like only trade within this level of Pokemon.
Well, like the global trading system kind of works.
Yeah.
But no, this one is literally kind of like
there's no.
I have something that I can share. Like if you have a potato.
Mm-hmm.
You throw a potato in there, or you throw potato seeds in there, or something like that, and someone else has something else in theirs, and you two.
Have you met anyone recently? Because I know you.
We passed 2 people when we were out before I had the game, and that's how I knew the game came out.
That's kind of weird because I didn't see any advertising for this game.
There's actually a trailer that I think came out today or yesterday, in Japan. In Japan. Yep.
Wait, when did it come out first over there?
I believe so.
Oh. So weird.
Their advertising is that's Natsume though.
Yeah.
They're odd. But otherwise, yes, it's a Harvest Moon game. It looks a lot nicer than the GBA games.
Mm-hmm. Do you get to choose your gender in these games?
You do now.
Okay, good.
And they actually have they finally developed it because it used to be you bought this game if you were a guy and you bought this game if you were a girl. Mm-hmm. And they were exact same game. There was no link cable things between them.
So there's none red or blue connection?
Yeah, there was no connection between the two. It was just that one of them you played as a girl and one of them you played as a boy. And now obviously there's enough space on game cards and cartridges that they can be like, yeah, it's all the same characters.
Yeah.
We're just putting everything in so if you choose a girl then you can hit on guys and if you're a guy then you can hit on girls. So. Mm-hmm. And there's different outfits in the game which I kind of like. I've only gotten one so far but I'm anticipating more.
The future of Harvest Moon, doesn't know if Natsume is, we don't know if they're going to keep doing this game, but...
Oh, they'll keep doing Harvest Moon games.
Possible DLC for this, now that the Rhythm Final Fantasy is out, and you can get DLC for that game in Japan. So, possible DLC. One of those good games.
In a future iteration, yes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. And Harvest Moon, I can get addicted to quite easily, so...
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Their stance about games is just, we want to make games for kids. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I don't know, it's just too kidsy for me.
The console ones are not kidsy.
Hmm?
The console Harvest Moon games, not kidsy.
They're not kidsy?
Oh no. They're way too complicated for kids.
Oh, well, not that,
cutesy, yes.
Cutesy, they're too cutesy, I think is what I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Because Pokemon, there's so many numbers that go behind that game that there's no way that they had this designed for kids.
Yeah. No,
yeah, that's the art style that just doesn't appeal to me.
see, and
really.
they keep changing the art style, and I think they finally come back to something that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, this makes how many?
800. There's a lot of Harvest Moon games. Don't even try and count. Because there was a bunch on the PS2. There was a few on the Game Boy Advanced. There was one for the Super Nintendo, one for the N64, I think 2 for the GameCube.
We're fact checking.
Harvest Moon Wiki.
Wikia.
Then there's the minigame games.
Oh man, I don't even know where to begin.
Like there's a lot of... The one thing I do like about this one is there's a lot more festivals.
Okay, because that sounds fun.
And each town has their own festivals. And I think the entire point of the game is to actually get the two towns to start being friends again.
Okay.
So there's a goal.
Is there any like really tacked on 3D on there? Because you said it was a DS game before it was a 3DS game. So does it feel like there's any weird moments where something will pop out of the screen because they didn't really think through, but it has a 3D effect?
Not really. Everything kind of, it looks like one of those layered images.
Mm-hmm.
That they like. It's not like they built it to be like, look, 3D, so cool. It's like,
I think developers have gotten like the hang of the 3D game, the 3D aspect of games. Because even in Resident Evil, like if you turn the 3D on, it's actually it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Because it feels like it's still a sequence in space.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. It kind of just looks like you're looking into one of those layered pictures, which fits the art style. So I don't play with the 3D on.
No,
you really don't need it.
Like Mario Kart.
Yeah, like Mario Kart, you don't. I still play with it on a Mario Kart.
No, but it doesn't make any impactful difference unless you're playing first person mode, and then, but if you're playing first person mode, that's kind of again
crazy anyways. So.
List. Oh, yeah, that's a lot. If it's got a separate Wikipedia article for it. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24.
They will never stop making these games, folks.
Yeah.
No, this is so far, like I played the Friends of Mineral Town on my Game Boy Advance.
I just found it.
Yeah.
More friends.
More Friends of Mineral Town. That was the girl version.
Oh, man. I need to get the girl version. A boy and a girl. That's the DS Cute.
That was one of the minigame ones.
DS Island of Happiness.
That one was, that one pretty much looked like the Game Boy Advance games, but just moved over to the DS, which pissed me off royally.
Tree of Tranquility.
That one was the Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of those are...
Is there any for the Wii?
Yeah, the Tree of Tranquility one's on the Wii.
Oh, that's that one? Okay. Wow, so... Harvest Moon, guys.
Yep.
Go get it.
It's a big...
I'm really surprised there's no online for that game, too. It seems like...
There's multiplayer now.
Oh.
I don't know how that works, and I doubt I ever will. But...
Sorry, I'm not going to try.
I'm
not going to get it for you.
And I wouldn't... Yeah, no. I don't know. It's a weird series. Like,
because Animal Crossing is not the same, but it's very similar.
I saw a trailer for the new one.
Oh. Animal Crossing. Again, another game that doesn't really make sense to me. They should just break down and make an Animal Crossing MMO.
The 3D one, the 3DS one looks amazing.
Make an MMO Animal Crossing.
You can reupholster your furniture.
You make that sound so much better than it really is.
I can sell Animal Crossing to anyone.
Now, if you say reupholster your furniture with the camera,
maybe
sold.
That'd be cool.
That's a great idea.
You've been able to make your own patterns in that game forever. So if they implement the camera into there, that would be wicked.
Here's a picture of my face. You're sitting on my face. Sorry.
Either way, yes, that's what I've been playing. So what have you been playing, Tony?
A few games. The Simpsons arcade game.
Yes.
We talked about it last week.
About it, yeah.
And free for PlayStation Plus users.
It was free.
So...
I downloaded Far Cry 2, by the way.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Cool.
So I let you know.
It's not a big deal anyway. It's Far Cry.
Yeah.
Far Cry 2.
It was free.
Yes. I doubt I'll ever play it, but...
As it should be. But yeah, I downloaded it. I will never touch it, but I have a huge hard drive, so...
Simpsons arcade game is exactly how you remember it.
Yep.
From the arcade. There's a few extra options like 40 quarters mode,
Oh,
where you get 40 quarters, you and your 3 other friends. Doesn't matter how many quarters you have. Like, you guys share a pool of 40 quarters.
Yep.
So playing by yourself, kind of easy. I played as Bart, so best character. It's exactly like the arcade game. It looks exactly the same. It has the frames around the side to limit the size of your screen to make it look arcadey still.
Yep.
I haven't booted up the Japanese ROM yet, so I don't know what the difference is. I mean,
Mr. Sparkle!
Oh man, I don't think that episode was out.
I doubt it.
Arcade was out. That would be awesome. That would be a great special power. So I played that, and I didn't play with the controller. I played it with my arcade stick.
Oh yes, that's right.
So that made it actually really, really fun.
He really arcaded it.
So it's a great idea. Best $30 investment. Not just for fighting games, but for all those weird arcadey Simpsons games. I played Final Fight. Not this game, not this week, but I played Final Fight with it as well. So much better with an arcade stick. Just that's how the games were designed.
Yeah, they were built for this.
You can really tap it really fast if you need to jump and attack. Multiplayer is I think I had an online match once and the guy dropped. And that's my problem with our online games when people drop. You don't know if it's them that's dropped or if it's your connection that's dropped, because when you disconnect like that, everyone gets the same message of person disconnected.
Oh, okay.
So that for those kinds of games. So, I mean, it won't say that you disconnected, it'll say that person disconnected.
Let's see that the Xbox actually it's like, your connection was lost.
Okay, so, I don't know. Some game, depends on what game it is, I think.
Yeah.
For, like, the Simpsons game, I think is something that they pulled together really quick, so.
Well, why would you spend time on it?
No. This literally has not been updated anywhere.
And honestly,
it looks great.
I was gonna say it shouldn't be anyways.
There's so many memories in this game, and I couldn't get the multiplayer or the co-op special ability things to work because obviously I didn't have a second controller.
Yeah. I'm glad they kept the art, like everything the same,
it
because
looks so good.
I have the updated Turtles in Time.
It's so bad.
And I got it, I think, for free. Or really stupidly cheap. And it changes the game.
It really does.
Like it loses that whole appeal that it used to have.
Or at least have the option in there, because I also bought Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, whatever, something. Pretty much Super Street Fighter 2.
Yep.
And there's an actual option to play with the old character sprites, and it's so weird because it doesn't change the background, but at the same time it's like, oh man, so old. But Simpsons really worked really well for that, and
it was a nice looking game.
Yeah.
When it was out, like it wasn't like fantastically amazing gorgeous.
No, but it was the one game in arcades that you remember going quarter.
Ski trips.
Yeah.
Ski trips. We went to
Rabbit Hill.
Yeah.
Rabbit Hill.
Yeah. Rabbit Hill had the Simpsons game, so people would be skiing, and you're like.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, I play as Marge. She confused me with the vacuum cleaner.
The vacuum cleaner, yeah.
Never. It's just weird.
Yeah, we played that a lot. What else have you been playing, Tony?
The PlayStation Vita came out.
Yes, it did.
I've been playing that. It's pretty cool. I don't where to begin. I feel like I could talk about this forever. Because,
you could.
It's the new Sony's new handheld, PlayStation Vita. Comes out next week for regular launch, and then the first edition came out yesterday Wednesday. And I've been playing Uncharted, and I haven't really touched a lot of little deviants, just because it's a bit of a tech demo game.
Yeah,
and
it's more just to show off.
It's a very big show off game, which it's fair if you're bundling it with the game.
So, yeah.
The controls in Uncharted are like the big thing about Uncharted is that it's not the big set piece Uncharted sequences from 2 and 3. It's more akin to Uncharted 1, where it was all jungle, there's more puzzles. The big emphasis this time in Golden Abyss, is what the subtitle is that it's more of a treasure hunting game than anything. Because you'll do a shooting sequence or two, and then you'll have a sort of a ripped piece, like some pages on the floor you need to put together with a touch screen.
Right.
Because they're trying to make it all innovative with the touchy stuff, and it's fine because after a while of big set pieces, it's fine. It's on a handheld. You're not expecting a lot.
Right.
Some of the new other features is that they've added touch controls
Okay.
for the climbing, which
Yep.
at first I was weary about. I wasn't sure if I was gonna use it or not.
Right.
But I've actually been growing more accustomed to it.
That's good.
So, what it is because if you've ever played an Uncharted game, you're pretty much climbing up rocks using analog sticks to point in whichever direction you're gonna jump, Nathan Drake.
Mm-hmm.
On the PlayStation Vita version, you pretty much just tap on the path that you want Drake to go, and he'll follow that path. So, in a sense, you do the path that you want to do. You put your hand away, and you kind of see him crawling along with the wall. So, in really, you're not making the game any worse, but you're not really improving it either. It's just another form of
Control.
climbing, is what it is. And a lot of that is mixed in with the puzzle hunting, or I guess treasures, because when you find certain treasures, they're kind of digged in the ground, so you got to dig them up, and then you're kind of looking at it, and it goes, I don't really know what this is, so use the touch panel on the back to rotate the item around, and use the front panel to dust off whatever it is. If it's a helmet or something like that, you have to dust off to see what era it came from.
So it's like most
It's
games that come out on a new
Yeah.
system where they're
It's-
trying to use all the
For all intended
all the
purposes,
fancy tools.
exactly. For all intended purposes, it is an Uncharted game. You can, if you don't want to use the touch controls, you don't have to until you're doing the
Do your dusting
stuff off. Its controls are exactly the same thing, because now they've freed up controls with the second analog stick.
Mm-hmm.
If you might not know already, you can aim, fire. One of the nice things with the shooting is that once you're aimed, you can use the built-in 6-axis to fine-tune your controls for headshots, or if you want to shoot them in the hand to disarm them, stuff like that.
That's good.
Some of them really little details really surprised me in the game, because there's actually physics.
Oh yeah.
So when you shoot a guy, he actually rolls down a hill, or if you're walking through like a barrel of crates, the crates will kind of fly off to the side. It's like not really, it's not scripted. It's part of the physics engine.
Yeah.
Which the Vita's a powerful system. There's a lot of things you can do.
Now, how are you enjoying the dual analog sticks? Because they're pretty tiny. If you watch our video from the other day.
There's closer videos.
Yeah.
They're very small. Do
they feel?
You get used to them.
Okay.
Because your first instinct is to just mash it all the way to the left or the right or whatever direction it is, and it gets really touchy, and that's fine because you get used to it after a while. In Uncharted, it makes it even a little bit easier because you can adjust the sensitivity of the right stick for camera control and aiming, so that's handy.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the new the buttons, the D-pad and the face buttons. A lot more clickier than the PSP the PSP.
Okay.
Which some people like, some people don't like. I really like it this time around because for fighters anyways, the D-pad is a lot more responsive.
Right.
It's a lot more akin to the second generation Xbox 360 D-pad, I think. So, yeah, this thing is a beast. And when I say beast, it's light as well.
Yeah.
Because it's lighter than an iPad. And I thought it would be your phone's lighter still. Your phone's gotta be lighter.
My phone is a tad bit lighter. I have a brick of a phone. You have to remember that.
But there's a lot of hardware in this. One of the big things about this, well, I guess we'll go back to the Vita. The best thing about this thing is the screen. And a lot of people are like, oh man, I'm gonna really like the touch panel. Oh man, I'm gonna really like the dual analog sticks. For me, it's the screen. If I'm looking at something for an extended period of time, I'm gonna want something pretty to look at. And with 5 inches of OLED-ness, I play with this on the lowest brightness setting, and it's still outstandingly bright. I'll turn this down a second. There's a few nagging points about the system that I don't really like so far, which can be fixed in firmware updates. It's not like hardware issues. The biggest problem for me, keyboard. The keyboard, it's a full it spans across the screen, and in theory it's fine.
That's a pretty big handheld.
But yeah, you have to stretch your thumbs across the screen to tap the middle of the keyboard, and that's fine because they can.
So it'd be handy if what you like on the iPad you can
split the keyboard.
Yeah.
If you can split the keyboard or have a little bit of space in between.
Yeah.
Perfect. Which again, that's fine for future updates. The web browser is not the greatest. I'll be honest. It's kind of sluggish.
Which?
The web browser.
Oh yeah.
It's not awesome. Let's just say that.
Okay.
The big problem with it is that you need to quit any application that you're in currently. So if you're in like a puzzle game and you want to quickly search the web
you have
for
to actually get out of your game.
a FAQ or whatever, you have to leave your game, boot up the web browser, and then you can.
Which sucks because we were talking about the multitasking, which we thought was really awesome the other day.
It works really well. Like the other multitasking works so solidly.
Just not the interwebs.
Yeah, and the funny part is people with the Japanese Vita.
Yeah.
Because their Twitter app is live.
Right.
And ours will be in America when 22nd comes around. We're getting the Facebook app, we're getting Foursquare, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But people with the Twitter app, because when you load the Twitter, it doesn't close the game. So you load that, and then you load the web browser in the Twitter app, and then that works. So it's kind of like.
You've already got it's already built in, obviously.
It works, but it's like, it's one of those foresights they did not see. It's like the checkmark boxes. Little deviance. It's a little bit of a.
It's a tech demo.
It's a tech demo. Every game comes with the welcome park. Every system comes with welcome park, which pretty much introduces you to the touchscreen, the back screen, the camera, the gyroscope, the accelerometer, stuff like that. It's got trophies. Trophies.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm back into the trophies.
Don't tell my friend that.
There's trophies in your Vita for everything that you do.
Dingwall, you know who you are, Mr. Trophy Guy.
Again, with the whole PSP system thing, some PSP games that I'm playing that don't exist on the list because they said that it doesn't exist on the list, but yet if you download it from your PlayStation 3, transfer them onto your Vita, works. So as long as you own the digital version and a PS3, you're good. You're golden. So some people don't own the PS3.
And that could just be because it's not actually out yet kind of thing?
I don't know. You can buy them on the PlayStation Store. If you had a PSP, like a regular old ass PSP, you can buy them.
Yeah.
Play them on there. So I don't understand why in the store, because the PlayStation Store, when you load it up, there's a section for PSP games that you can still play.
Right.
That have been converted for Vita use. But at the same time, I'm playing games that don't exist on that list. But and then when you see that, and like say you've already downloaded them, and you don't want to transfer them from the PS3, you go into your download list and it says cannot be downloaded onto the Vita.
How odd. That might just be because it's not out.
Again, one of those weird like system things that again firmware can be changed. A lot like the hardware is outstanding. There's nothing wrong with the hardware. There's nothing. They just need more software right now.
Yeah.
Which it's fine because it's not actually out yet.
Yeah, it's not technically out yet. So.
I found it. The cameras are nothing to brag about. I mean, they work for the AR purposes.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's a handheld system.
Yeah, I'm not expecting anything out of it. Yeah. I mean, if they wanted to go up against the iPhones, iPhone 4S is 8 megapixel now. Yeah. If they wanted to go up against those ones like 10 megapixels, they would have included a flash.
If they really wanted to go up against those guys,
they would have put like
there'd be a phone in there too. Yeah. So
and they don't want to separate their Ericsson brand.
Oh no.
Or whatever brand they have now. Xperia Play.
Xperia Plays, yeah.
They don't want to,
Oh yeah, you don't want to start breaking up your no. So.
Because they've gone away with the cross media bar, which I really like this new version. Because you swipe back and forth, it still feels like a cross media bar. Because if you think about it, it's like
you're just going sideways instead of up and down now.
Yeah. Which is fine.
I like that look better than the PlayStation 3's.
Oh, I love this.
The PS3's home screen is my least favorite of all the home screens.
I get used to it.
I'm used to it. Like, don't get me wrong, but when comparing the three of them, Nintendo's is my favorite.
Well,
with the Wii, like the channels.
That's not even like a home screen, though. It's like a customizable. Yeah. You can kind of throw anything, and that's what the 3DS and the DSi does too. Yeah, and that's why I like those types of screens. Those are kind of cool. Xbox's new dashboard kind of. It's hit or miss.
It's wonky, but I still enjoy it. And the PS3s, I just feel like I'm always looking for. Mm-hmm. I always feel like I'm looking for everything like that should be there. Mm-hmm. So I'm used to it. I'm fine with it. Mm-hmm. Like it's not like I'm sitting there going, I will never play a PlayStation 3 because of it. But if they would do that on my PS3, I'd be so happy.
Then I don't know if they would.
They won't.
They can't. It's possible for them to do it. They'll wait until the next one.
Xbox gets a new dashboard every year and a half. Why can't I get one on my PlayStation?
I don't know. But, so if you want to look more, we got more of a...
We've got a half-hour video.
There's a very closer video, a much closer video of this, of me doing this. I've gone online, nothing special. I will be picking up Marvel 3 eventually soon, coming soon. I figured out why I can't take screenshots in some games and some network features are broken, because the developers can turn them off.
Oh.
So developers, when I play Uncharted, network features like downloading games turn off, so they can reserve more power to the game. So useful.
Yeah.
Very handy, because like again, like this system is made by developers almost. So if they want to redirect more of their RAM towards something that's such, you know, Uncharted, it looks good. Uncharted looks good. It looks like a PS3, the PS3 Uncharted 1.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been playing for the past couple of days, and
there you go.
that's about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
more about that later, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, and before that, he was a little bit of Resident Evil.
Yeah, Resident. That's.
If you like Resident Evil games, guys, go.
Go is fine. It's great. If you can actually find it.
Yeah, if you can find it right now.
Because I don't know if they're stocking it right now.
Well, with that
cover.
With that cover snafu.
Yes.
Which
might be fixed now.
Got another story. Capcom just doesn't know how to spell.
Well, there's one for Bandai too. Bandai misspelled One Piece.
They have 800 of those games. How did they misspell it? Either who.
In any case.
The news.
News did.
So with that, I'll go right into that story.
Okay.
Capcom has Azura's Wrath coming out.
Azura's Wrath, yes.
Yes.
That's it.
So, on the back of the box, the game is supposed to read relentless action and near impossible challenges. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Challenges, on the back of the box, they have spelled CHANLLENGES.
They...
Challenge.
Do they not have right...
They do not have editors apparently over at Capcom.
Doesn't their word processor like highlight words that are wrong?
My word does.
Mine does it.
My cell phone does it.
Mine autocorrects mine.
Yeah, my cell phone goes, "Yo, dude, you spelled that wrong."
And mine will correct me, and I don't.
Mine underlines it and gives me the options of what I can change.
Yeah.
And I go, "No, I meant to spell it wrong."
Apparently, they meant to spell challenges.
Apparently, they meant to.
Challenges.
Because I don't know how you could make that mistake otherwise. So. Capcom, come on.
You're terrible at this.
And especially, like, because you sit there going, Resident Evil, really good game. But then you just have to make fun of them because of the fact that they can't spell.
Lightens.
So, kudos, Capcom, on not being able to spell.
They don't have spell checkers.
How could you not have spell checkers? Your computer does half that work already.
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe it's translated improperly.
And that might be the case, but then someone stateside, when they're printing the boxes, should, you know, do that one final sweep and go, hey, that's not how you spell that.
See, no, I think what they do is, it's like now correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
But it's like those, what do they call those things? Production lines?
Ouija boards, production lines?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, they'll see like all these packages coming through, but if they all spell it the same way, maybe that's why they doesn't see it.
Yeah, but you'd think it would go to like some guy before it hits the production line, like one guy who's just supposed to kind of give the box like
but
one
do you want
final.
Do you want to be that guy that goes up to the president and be like, "Oh, we can't ship this because of
you spelled
something."
No, but before they even start like putting the boxes together, like he'll get like
all the art.
Yeah, he'll get all the computer stuff together and be like, you know, give it one final like check and be like, hey, before they start printing anything.
Maybe he got really angry.
Maybe they've got a guy at Capcom who's just really pissed off at them right now.
Yeah, that's
and he's making fun of them by not spelling things properly.
Yeah, challenges.
Challenge.
Maybe no, they're trying to translate into French.
Challenge.
I got nothing.
Challenge.
You're excused.
What do you got, Tony?
Japanese McDonald's in Japan
Mm-hmm.
get free DLC for a slime game for the 3DS. Now, we've already mentioned DLC. for 3DS games, which is already weird. But they're getting free DLC just by walking to the door. And I feel a little bit ripped off. Because we don't get a slime game.
One, we don't get the slime game.
And B, they get DLC just by walking into a McDonald's. That's bananas. I think that's awesome.
But that might come here because Nintendo was working with McDonald's stateside when the DSi came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's very limited. Even the Nintendo, what do you call it, hotspot?
The hotspots or
no,
whatever they
Nintendo
are?
Zone.
Yeah, Nintendo Zones.
The Nintendo Zones, even those are really limited. Because I had a chance to go onto one recently. And all it is a modified web browser. I think you can download demos that already exist on the Nintendo store, eStore, so it's kind of dumb. On a side note, you can actually access the Nintendo Zone from anywhere in the world, as long as your Wi-Fi name says AT&T Hotspot or AT&T Wi-Fi. So if your 3DS reads that, it'll automatically give you access to the Nintendo Zone.
Hotspot on the Nintendo Zone.
So you just don't get access to, like, say if it was a Best Buy, you don't get access to the coupons or whatever it is.
Right.
Because apparently you can do that. Like if you log into the Best Buy Nintendo Zone, you get a coupon for like a game.
Odd.
Which is
There's
good
trivia on there. There was Pokemon trivia on there last week, apparently.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's actually kind of easy.
Yeah, well.
It's kind of easy. It's like,
really?
Who is that Pokemon?
Squirtle.
Pikachu?
Damn.
Charmander. Ah, not again.
And no one cares about Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur's cute. I just can't have all of them.
You can if you buy yellow.
Hard game.
Then they just give them to you.
You just find them.
You just have to beat the first gym.
And then you get them.
And you load up on Rattatas. And just send them out to die.
No, you get a Caterpie that evolves in the Metapod into Butterfree. You use Confusion.
It's a long leveling process.
It's
just to beat the first gym.
It's just like level 10 or something.
Your peak. You don't get it Butterfree at
Isn't it
10?
level 10 or 12?
I thought Metapod was like level 10 or 12.
Oh, well maybe I'm thinking level 15 then.
Maybe.
Because you learn Confusion right as he gets into...
You do, but like honestly your Pikachu by then could probably beat Brock.
Again, you can't use electric attacks on rock Pokemon.
Tackle!
I don't understand why Ash knows, like, I don't know how he doesn't know this.
Especially after this many seasons.
And yet he still is able to use it.
Oh yeah.
That's the...
Because his Pikachu is that powerful that that all of his lightning attacks are like that super effective. On everything.
When I fought Red in Pokemon, was it Gold and Silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just Graveler. Graveler, what? What?
Your Pikachu.
It also took down your Charizard. What? So, free DLC, and when just walking into McDonald's, we need that here. That would be amazing. And now that everyone has a 3DS.
Yeah, now that everybody's actually on board with the 3DS thing.
Yeah, that's just freaking cool.
Yep.
All right, going.
The ESRB, the Entertainment Rating blah 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 board of awesome.
Rated E for everyone.
Yeah. They're teaming up with Penny Arcade because they've got a new app coming out.
Cool.
So they want everybody they're raising awareness, and they've done it before. But they're teaming up with Penny Arcade to get this app kind of awareness out. So if you're a parent or a concerned citizen, or you kind of want to know why a game got a certain rating, the app will be able to tell you. You'll be able to sit in the store and actually look up exactly why the game got the rating that it did, which is helpful because we know with that whole thing that happened last year with the state of California and wanting to rate games government-wise, and all the people who play games go, the ESRB already does a great job of this. And the government's just like, we want people to just be more aware of what's in games. With this app now, every parent with a smartphone...
Which is a lot now.
Yeah, will be able to actually sit there and go, this is why this is in a game. You know, okay, there's, you know, this game is rated teen, my kid is 6, should I be getting this game for him? Why was it rated teen? Comic mischief, which isn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
Cool!
And now I actually brought up the point of scanning the games as well, because some people don't know how to spell those games. Yeah. Especially those weird Japanese ones. Yeah. Where it's like...
Typing's hard.
King Abaddon versus the Soulless Army, Shin Megami Tensei, Soul Reaper 18 and a half.
Typing's hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a cool app idea, and the fact that they're teaming up with Penny Arcade is always...
Wait, what are they doing?
They're doing some comics for it. They did some stuff for them a few years ago too.
Okay.
Where they had you know, blah 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 is a single mom and has 2 kids. How does she know what to get her? You know. So they pretty much explained how the rating system worked in comic form.
Oh.
So they're pretty much doing.
I remember those actually.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So now they're using the same characters from the last time, but they're now going to be like, you know, how can she app.
Pull out your Androids, pull out your iPhones. Yeah.
So I'm not sure when the app comes out or if it's already out, but
it probably doesn't take long.
But the comic is literally just like, you know, for Jury, the big letter on the box is a good start, but sometimes she wants to know more about the games that her kids play.
Yeah.
So now she can go right from her phone with the ESRB free mobile app.
Now I would almost even go into the satirical point of you probably shouldn't buy this game because it's not even that good. But then Barbie Horse Adventures.
That's what then you just visit the Barrel Roll News Network on your phone.
Yes.
Through your internet browser, and we'll tell you if a game's good.
Or if you have a 3G Vita.
Yeah.
Or anything, pretty much.
Anything that has.
Just visit our site.
Yeah. If you want to find out if something's worth it or not, just come to Barrel Roll News. So yeah, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. While we're on the track with the Vitas.
Yes.
We mentioned, or rather, we made notion that the Taco Bell free Vitas were being passed out to people who were, you know, apparently loyal enough to spend $300 on tacos to get a free Vita. In any case,
you can freeze them.
That's a lot of tacos.
Freezer full of
$300. You have to remember, in like America, it costs like $1.
Man, you'd be eating like a king for a year.
Your definition of king is way from my king. Any case.
Anywho.
So, people are winning these Vitas.
Yes.
Right? So, yeah, that's cool. They go to the website, they say, or they enter the code and they go, yes, you've won a Vita. Please give us your email and we will give you the information. We'll contact you later. Mm-hmm. People didn't get contacted later.
Oops.
About this thing. So, when people started calling Taco Bell, they were like, no, we don't actually run the promotion. Which is fine, because they probably outsource it to a third party.
Oh, totally, yes.
So, you know, people end up calling this, I don't remember which company it was called, honestly, because we don't get in Canada. Yeah. I'm not too worried about it. But when they called the people in this third party promotional company, and they gave them all the information, they didn't win it. They didn't win their Vita. Even apparently when they put the code on the website and it said, you've won your Vita, give us your email, and we'll contact you. They did not. They are not winning their Vita.
Oh.
Which is a huge bummer.
No
because
kidding.
Their email will say, oh, due to an overwhelming response to our promotion, we may have experienced an error on our website.
Ah. Oh. The old error on the website trick.
Yeah, we're on to you. So there's a huge scuffle over that. There's a Facebook group over it.
Really? People are mad that they're not getting their free piece of equipment that they were promised.
Apparently,
that's ludicrous of them.
Ludicrous on all fronts.
How dare they? How dare they expect free things when they win them?
As they're eating a taco and drinking the Pepsi.
Yes.
Because Pepsi and taco.
Well, that sucks for them.
Yeah, that was the one main draw about going to Taco Bell, because no one goes to Taco Bell.
I go to Taco Bell.
Well, I don't make it a point. I don't make a point of going to Taco Bell. I'm not checking into Foursquare at Taco Bell.
Yeah, no.
At Taco Bell.
If I feel like a really greasy taco, I go to Taco Bell.
Trying to win a Vita at Taco Bell.
I've been sitting here all day.
Buying tacos. So I find that completely ridiculous. That
sucks.
That they got the winning of it, but yet they just...
Who earns Taco Bell?
Yeah, that's not cool. Not uncool.
Yeah. More PS Vita stuff, and I kept this as a little surprise for you.
I feel like I might know it.
You might know.
I don't know.
The reason why the PlayStation portable games, the UMD transfer system thing that the passport system, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
So yeah, your PSP passport system for the UMDs, why it's not coming to America, the reason has kind of been given. Mm-hmm. And it is because of our used game stores.
That doesn't surprise me.
They don't want people going in, grabbing a UMD disc, throwing it into their PSP, saying they have it on the store, and then trading it in and getting another one.
But wouldn't that just be more expensive in the long run?
I think essentially if you could play the system right, you could just keep trading in like a PSP game for a new PSP game.
No, it doesn't work like that, because I don't think yes, it's a concern because what the Passport program is, you can buy the digital one for cheaper. But you still need to buy it.
Yeah.
So you buy a $30 PSP game
yeah.
for $20.
Right.
It's used for it, so you pay $20.
Right.
But then you put it into your PSP, you transfer it, then it's $15. But then when you trade it in, you don't get your full $20 back.
I know, so I'm not sure.
I
think if you played the system right, you could get a lot of games for really cheap.
That's too much effort for me.
But that's a lot of that. But you know people are going to do it. Like, there's people in this world that will go through that much trouble to get, like, $3 off something.
That is not worth the effort.
Have you seen that Coupon Wars show? It's not hoarding. It's shopping with coupons.
What's the
couponers or something? Extreme couponing or something like that?
Yeah.
I watched part of it.
I watched a guy sit in his car with a giant entry pad of he's.
Oh yeah, they're check stuff up. They were Boxing Day shopping, and they walked out of an Old Navy and saved like 50%. And I'm like, I always walk out of Old Navy saving 50%. I don't shop at a store unless I'm like.
I don't make it a point.
That's not extreme couponing. Never buy your jeans at full price, morons.
Idiots.
So, yes, there's people that will go through a lot of trouble to save the tiniest amounts of money, but that is essentially why we are not getting
I think that's a little
the
ridiculous.
passport system.
There's probably other reasons too.
There will probably be other stuff.
I was reading some of the message board comments about this, and people were like up in arms, be like, "Man, I can't play my PSP games anymore." And I was thinking to myself, would you?
Yeah.
You have a brand new piece of technology with games that are 3 times at least better.
Yeah.
Would you? There's one game.
I was gonna say
one game.
I think that's the thing is you have that one game that you really enjoy playing on your PSP. And you want to move it over.
Yeah, but that for financial purposes, Sony's still a business. Yeah. It's not responsible for them to do that because not everybody's going to take advantage of this program.
Right.
And they're probably looking at how many people did. They didn't give any numbers of how many people
did in Japan. And stuff, yeah.
So it's hard to say if it was even successful over there.
Yeah. So, but that's one of the reasons that was just kind of thrown out there was that.
I know for me, I don't think I would take advantage of the program because I finished all the games I've wanted to finish.
Yeah.
I've only got Persona 3 left, and honestly, I can see the ending coming anyways, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm worrying more towards Persona 4. So.
See, and then it's kind of like Game Boy Advance games I can't really play anymore because then I have to pull up my either DS or my old Game Boy Advanced and play them. And there's some Game Boy Advance games that I would like to go back and play.
Advance Wars.
Yeah.
Advance Wars is good.
But that's what I mean. So I think in a while it'll kind of hit some people because they'll sit there and go, "Man, I really want to play." Insert game name here and
but then again, if you look, yes, it sucks having to rebuy a game. But if you look on the store, a lot of the PSP games are super cheap already.
Well, and that's my other thing too is, I have to do it on my Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they can't always make stuff backwards compatible. That's
true.
Just the way it works.
Yeah.
And be thankful that you don't have that UMD system anymore.
Yeah, you know how much lighter and how much more battery this is saving?
That's what I mean.
This is way long. I've lasted a day and a half without charging them.
I remember when the PSP came out and everybody's like, "Oh my god, see, our games come on discs. They're so great." And they're all
initially there's there's a lot of memory on there, and then 2 hours later,
and I'm still playing my DS.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
So yes, that is one of the reasons why that's.
I still have the memory of anytime I load up my Vita games, one of those 2 games or any game for that matter, I have the it's almost imprinted on my memory of there's a specific motion in the back of my PSP that I just have that when I'm playing my Vita. I'm like, oh right, no moving parts. So honestly I wouldn't take advantage of that system. All the games I've played on my PSP completed.
But no, that's what I'm trying to say is that
some people.
With the advancement in technology, you have to realize that you can't always.
Exactly, and that's why the PS3 don't do PS2 games anymore.
Yeah.
So, and why I don't know, is Xbox still vigilant about their Xbox back catalog with the 360 to Xbox?
I don't think so anymore because most of the servers for the old games have shut down now.
Okay.
So
So if I want to play Jade Empire. Oh man, one of the good games.
Then you play it for a PC.
What if I want to play Halo 1?
See, that's my thing is I'm not sure if it still works for Halo 1. Because I know, like, his Halo 2, I think the servers finally got taken down.
Oh yeah, the servers got taken down for that.
So, what's the point of playing it?
Well, they're trying to push an anniversary collection, I guess.
For the Halo game, not Halo 2. Halo 2 still does not have an anniversary game. It will get one. Don't.
I could see that when Halo 4,
even yet.
when Halo 4 comes out, they're like pre-order
and get a bunch of maps in Halo 2 free. Here you go.
By the way, it's Halo 4. Oh my god. So that's fun. Yeah. I don't know, transfer system. I would be interested in it, but at the same time, like the games are already discounted.
Yes.
That's my thing. Like if I like Tactics Ogre, that's one of the big games that people want to play. Yeah. And I think it's like $15. So, like at the cost of you getting it discounted from owning the UMD, that would have been the same price. Yeah. It's
just go and get it.
Yeah,
if you really want to play it, you're gonna buy it anyways.
Yeah, like, and if you're a fan, I'm not a huge fan of those tactic games, but that's why people like Final Fantasy Tactics, and I don't.
I like Tactics.
Speaking of servers going down, Metal Gear Online. Metal Gear Online is the online portion from Metal Gear Solid 4. Is shutting down servers in June.
Bum bum bum.
I was there when Metal Gear Solid 3, their server shut down, so I expect I will do the same.
Bum bum bum.
I'll just be playing Metal Gear Online until I get a connection error. I
still haven't played Metal Gear 4 yet, so...
It's fine. There's no connection. So, I don't know, that's a sad moment in my life. When my online game for Metal Gear goes offline.
It's always sad.
And Metal Gear Solid Online was actually not bad.
Yeah.
For working what they had.
Now is this like the online multiplayer?
Multiplayer. Oh yeah.
That's surprising that it's shutting down.
Not really. When I logged in the other day.
No one there.
And when I say other day, it was like last year-ish. There are servers that were full.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there was a server that was full.
Aw, server.
I got in a couple good matches. The one thing you gotta remember especially for Metal Gear Online, for those who still want to play, you can get it. You can play it still. It's still there. Mm. The game system sucks.
Yeah.
For competitiveness, because it's a straight port of the single player into multiplayer.
Right.
And while the single player benefited from the action moments, it's not a full action game. One takeaway here is that if you go online now until the end, you can get all of the expansion packs free. Oh. So I might actually take advantage of that.
Just go play it for a bit.
Because there are some maps that are straight competitive, and then depending on how
sneaky.
Well, depending on how you play, you will respawn as a special character.
Oh, cool.
So one map you'll respawn as Vamp, and his special ability is he literally cannot die. You'll run his health down, he'll fall down, and then you'll kind of go about your thing, and he'll get back right up 2 seconds later. So it's so weird. You can play as Raiden with his swordy thingies. Before Revengeance, pre-Revengeance. If you go online now, you can get your DLC packs for free.
Cool.
Which, I'm glad I didn't buy any of them. I was on I had the button pressed to buy when it was $15, and I was like,
no.
When am I really gonna play with this?
See, and that's kind of why I'm surprised. I know a lot of people aren't playing, but I'm surprised because usually your server doesn't shut down until you kind of have the new game coming out.
Well, I think there's just financial reasons probably.
And then I guess if enough people aren't playing, then you finally go, screw it.
Yeah.
And then you're done with it. But
and you know what? I really love endgame stuff when it comes to online games. Like people kind of walking through walls, or giant people, or guys who just can't die literally because their health won't go down.
Everybody's riding and your health doesn't go down.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
It's just a bunch of people
It's just a shit show. Breaking the rules is the best thing. Who cares about stats anymore?
They should literally do that. They should have a day for every game where it's just rules gone bonkers day.
April Fool's Day.
But once every couple months, just have one Sunday devoted to off the wall gaming.
That would
And it wouldn't involve any of your stats. Like, it wouldn't affect any of that.
like
it
any
would
items you lose or
yeah,
whatever.
it would just be like for shits and giggles for funness.
WoW could get away with that.
Yeah.
Like on April Fool's Day, they could get away with that.
They
like,
could totally
shit's going down, guys. Our server's crashing.
Yeah.
Next day. What are you talking about? Sagas. Because Blizzard got really good. They've really good April Fool's Day things. So
I love their April Fool's Day.
So yeah, Metal Gear Online. I think it's July or June.
Okay.
A month that starts with a J. It's not January.
One of them that hasn't passed yet.
It's summer. This summer. Go play it. All one of you or two of you, because it's a multiplayer game.
Stay in there until the bitter end.
Keep the fight alive.
Woo.
I'll be there soon.
So, did you like Alan Wake?
I loved Alan Wake.
Well, American Nightmare is coming out next week.
Exciting.
For the Block Party stuff on the Xbox, which I'm going to talk about next week because all of the games look really good on Block Party this year. I might actually have to get them all. But, you know, with all the Alan Wake stuff, the PC release is coming out.
Yes.
You've got American Nightmare coming out. Well, Remedy is, you know, back in the news.
Yes.
Because, you know, people care about them again.
Please take back Max Payne.
But they've been asked if they're you know, interested in doing another actual Alan Wake game.
Oh.
Like a number 2.
And the response?
It's not their first thing on their agenda. But they have ideas floating around. So there's no solid plans for Alan Wake 2 at the moment, but it is like, you know, it's one of those ideas getting pitched around the office kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Alan Wake 2, it's totally possible, and they can be done faster now.
Well, let's see, seeing as how they've gotten the hang of it.
Yeah.
Is Remedy still bent on being Xbox?
Because
I remember reading an interview saying, like, we really wanted to do the PlayStation one too, but just for financial reasons, we can't do it. And that's why the PC one was shelved.
Yeah. And now the PC one's back, so I don't know.
Like, if it's for PC, I'll totally get it for PC.
So far, it still says just Xbox. But they say they can produce it in far less time, which is awesome.
So, more resources for other platforms.
Yeah.
I'm excited because Alan Wake is one of the best stories I've seen, honestly, in any single-player campaign.
Yeah. You're never going to see American Nightmare on PlayStation.
Darn. Wait.
That's how the story ends.
Well, yes, that's okay. Sure. That just means I have to load.
You're gonna have to boot up your Xbox this next week.
Red Ring. I'm surprised it hasn't Red Ringed yet. I'm very happy.
You probably haven't played it enough. You'll get into American Nightmare and get halfway through, and then ding 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 ding.
Oh, fuck my life. Because I don't know if I can get a warranty on that anymore. Can I still take advantage of that warranty? Just send it to Microsoft and be like, Red Ringed.
I don't know what they do, because I just took mine to Best Buy. Mine didn't actually mine never Red Ringed. Mine just stopped working.
Oh. Oh, like it didn't turn on or anything?
No, the console turned on, but there was no video connection.
It's probably just a loose video connector then.
But I took it to Best Buy and they fixed it.
By fix it, did they just grab another one off the shelf?
No. They actually send it to a repair place.
Oh.
And they fix it and they give it back to you. And then I plug it in and everything worked. And then like 2 months down the road, it was like, same thing. Take it in. So the 4th time you do that, you get a brand spanking new system. Of equal or greater value.
See, that's not as dirty as what Sony or Future Shop does with their PSP.
Oh yeah.
What they do is if you buy their product service plan whatever it is, literally if your iPad stops working, or if your PlayStation stops working, or whatever, you bring it in and you say, I have this warranty for it. Okay, they'll grab another one off the shelf and then give it to you.
Yeah. No,
which is weird.
And Best Buy, you know, they sit there and they go, we will try and fix it.
Yeah.
If they can't fix it, you get a new one. Or if they can fix it and it keeps breaking, you get a whole new out of the box thing. That's how I ended up getting a second copy of Fable 3, Lego Batman and Pure, because it was in the box. And they're not going to take it out. They're like, here you go, and I'm like,
you're not gonna, okay.
Okay. So I gave them the hard drive from it, because I kept my hard drive with all my stuff on it. I'm like, my save games are mine.
Mine.
I will give you the old hard drive. And then you go in the next week and there's a hard drive for sale in a bag. And you go
for like $5 cheaper.
Yeah, and it's not that much cheaper, and you go, I wonder where that came from. I knew it was the one from my Xbox.
That's dirty.
But the hard drive was still fine.
Yeah.
So at least they weren't trying to hawk the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Refurbished PlayStation, totally fine, or Xbox, totally fine.
That's the problem with the PlayStation one though. It's like it's a laptop hard drive, which it's hard to resell that.
So. And then now the new Xboxes have a new hard drive, so if this Xbox kicks it...
Although the new Xbox hard drive apparently is just a laptop hard drive.
But it's, and it's apparently harder to get to.
Well, all you gotta do is, what I've seen people do is they buy the arcade one.
Yeah.
And then, how do they do it? They back up their old hard drive onto the computer. They pop out that plastic or whatever that houses it.
Yeah. And
they plug it into the computer. And they just put a bigger hard drive in. That's all they do. And it reads it as long as the system settings are there.
Yeah.
Because it won't format your hard drive.
No.
Not like the PlayStation one does. So.
No, but if this one kicks it, then it's going to be a pain in the butt to get my stuff transferred over.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Because I don't know if they're good with the transfer cable stuff.
Transfer cable stuff works, except the transfer cable stuff you have to have an Xbox and an Xbox new version.
Xbox.
So if my Xbox dies... then I have to find another Xbox to plug my old hard drive into to transfer over to the new one. So if my Xbox ever dies, I'm coming to your house to transfer my stuff.
Okay. I don't even care about my save games.
Well, I just have to pop your hard drive out and pop mine in.
Sure.
Simple as that. I literally just
need... If it turns on.
I just need an Xbox.
If it turns on.
Yeah, I just need an old school Xbox. So, if this one dies, which so far...
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, so...
Yeah. I haven't had issues with this one.
Cool.
Yeah, so Alan Wake. More Alan Wake, which...
Always welcome.
Yes, because I love that IP.
It's great. It's a great new IP.
Yeah.
EA, in collaboration, I guess collaboration with whoever sends stuff into space. NASA?
I think NASA's the one that sends stuff into space.
I didn't read it. I didn't see their name in this news post.
A lot of people are sending their own stuff into space.
Can we do that?
Apparently.
Let's do that.
And it's not really space. It's like inner atmosphere.
So it's not, you're not breaking out, no.
Yeah. Well, because I don't think I don't think these little rockets these people are building can actually break out of the atmosphere without burning up in the first place.
You need structural integrity and you need fuel.
Yeah.
Lots of fuel.
Just a tad bit of that rocket fuel stuff.
A lot of fuel.
Yeah.
So EA.
Yes.
They have a space opera game coming up, Mass Effect 3.
Yes. Which the demo's out for.
Yes, if you go play it. It's on all 3 platforms.
Well, yeah, PC. Not console. It's not on all 3 consoles.
It's 3 platforms. Yeah. It's on 3 platforms. To commemorate, because it's also gone gold, to commemorate it, they have sent copies of Mass Effect 3 into space.
Everybody's doing it. It's the new fad.
Via, I don't know, however, space balloon. So they're going to be GPS tracking this game all the way until launch day, and
I think we should
see what happens.
I think we should load like a bookmark onto like really cheap USB sticks, attach them to balloons, and just let them go, and say we've launched ourselves into like the inner atmosphere of the Earth with helium balloons.
That would be the weirdest viral marketing ever.
Just balloons floating all over Edmonton, and when they drop, you get a USB stick that's absolutely useless, except for that it takes you to our website.
And then there's like a little piece of paper inside the balloon. It's like a sticker.
Yeah.
Best viral marketing campaign ever.
Woo! Helium would cost a bit, but...
No, we just go to your Superstore or Safeway.
Safeway.
We'll go to your Safeway. What are you doing? Nothing.
Nothing. Just ignore us.
Just let that go in our store.
They do it Safeway all the time anyway.
Yeah. So yes, if you really want a copy of Mass Effect 3 now...
You can go up into space and
go find it. Go find it. You just need a really cool rocket.
Get one of those personal rockets.
Man, I won't.
The rest of my news all involves Minecraft, or Notch, or Mojang.
I got one more thing for Vigi games.
Okay, you do your thing.
Okay, this is really last minute, because it was announced yesterday. OS X Mountain Lion. Now, it's the next operating system for the Mac.
Yep.
And, you know, other than making the Mac more like an iPhone, because it's not really gaming this part of it, because you can actually do notification center. Like they've literally copied all the apps from the iOS platform onto Mac, which some people don't really like. So I don't really give a care. I don't really care too much, but the big takeaway is that they're also bringing in Game Center onto the Mac, and they've announced on Game Center that there's going to be cross-platform multiplayer games.
Sweet.
So you're playing your racing game on your iPhone. You could very well be playing with someone on a Mac.
Computer. Or
modern first-person shooters, or RPGs, or whatever. Achievements, all cross-platform. Messages, cross-platform. Everything for Game Center, which huge in my opinion. It is the next big step. Like if Apple wanted to go into gaming, right step, because iOS platform, like iOS gaming, huge right now.
Yep.
So for them to merge it with their desktop.
Well, and you and I both know that OS X can handle gaming.
Oh yes, it's got games.
Yeah.
It's got actual games. It's got Braid. It's got Modern Warfare. It's got.
It's got work. It's got anything that comes out from Blizzard.
Yeah.
Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Val games.
Yeah.
So
literally, guys, start developing stuff for Mac.
Like, and I think along with the Game Center hooks, they're making it easier for developers to make games.
Which is nice.
For Mountain Lion.
Which is nice.
No word on price, but expect like $30.
Mountain Lion, yeah, it'll be $30, $40.
But then the problem with this, like now this is just a commentary thing that I was reading in some of the news sites. Do you want to be paying $30 every year for something like this?
I don't mind.
When the iPad and the iPhone and the iPod Touch get these updates for free, should you be paying for them? Is my question. And I really don't know. It seems like it's too early to tell. It seems like they're doing these updates annually now for OS X.
But to me, for my OS X, or for my operating system updates, I like the $30 every year and a half as compared to every 3 or 4 years from Windows now.
Mm-hmm.
And the Windows ones are like $300.
Oh yeah.
And that's every 3 years, whereas I could go for 10 years updating OS X in the same amount of money that it would cost me to upgrade Windows once every 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, the thing is, if they're trying to merge
all
OS
their
X,
stuff together,
it's the thing is like you're getting these similar experiences and experiences.
I think just the fact that it's on the computer makes a huge difference.
But the thing is, especially the MacBook Air, because a lot of people use those, and they're fine. But you've got processing power of the iPad, and whatever iPad 3 is going to be next month or two.
iPad 4 GLTE, super duper awesome.
Apple revives Steve Jobs version. That's the thing. Like I could see the argument for both sides.
I can too.
So it's almost too early to tell, but at the same time it could go really poorly.
Yeah. To me, I still don't mind paying for updates on my computer.
I remember when iPod Touch, you had to pay for your updates.
Okay.
For like the OS.
Yeah. Whereas
the iPhone got them for free. Where it's like, but why would you? And then the ISPWs were the same. So all you had to do is find someone who would give you the ISPW for the iPhone version, and you could restore your iPod without having to give Apple money. Yeah. Which is really, 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 really weird. So they just axed that in total. But that's just something that people are
debating,
thinking about. Like, chances are they're probably gonna pay. You're probably gonna have to pay for this update.
And I really don't mind.
It's not a big deal. But then again, there's the thing. Like it looks almost like an iOS device now, Mac, especially if you use it on like the smaller MacBook Airs and stuff like that. Because Notification Center looks exactly like that.
See, and the one thing, and I will say this, is when you do buy the update, like when I bought Lion, all through the App Store on the computer, like through OS X, you get it for all of your stuff. Like it's a one-time payment of $30 for all your computers, as long as they're through your Apple account.
Yep.
So that's not bad. Like
that's not bad, but that's the same thing with their mobile platforms. Yeah.
But
it's weird.
I don't know. I don't mind spending $30 for a computer upgrade. But I expect my upgrades on my phone to be free.
I think it should be free. Like, if you're trying to simulate cross multiplayer like experiences, the whole iCloud experience, you can like write notes on your phone, and then go home and it's there. Yeah. on your your notes for whatever you're doing, or if you take a picture, it's at home already. So, it's
We'll see.
like I really like what Apple's doing with iCloud. It's super powerful, it's super neat, but it's just if you're charging for it, if you're gonna start charging for it again, it'll be weird. I don't know. I'm having a blast with iCloud, but
Yeah, I've seen everything that I keep looking at for like cloud stuff. And I mean, obviously my cloud stuff would be between my computer and my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff, like the free stuff's nice.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, here's this other feature that sounds really cool, but it's $30 a month. And you go, pah!
Yeah, no, iCloud is really great for that because I write notes at school.
Yeah.
And then I go home and they're on my computer.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, that's.
But it's like my music now. I
It's
can
so
actually
seamless.
I can actually buy something on my computer now on iTunes and then go to my laptop and have it
Yeah, like I was talking to
without spending any extra money. Which is nice.
time.
Or yes.
Because it automatically downloads
Yeah,
it.
and that I like, but then there's the other one where you can stream your music so you don't actually have to download it.
Yes.
But that costs money.
Yes, it does.
And I'm like, sounds cool,
that one,
not gonna happen.
That one doesn't cost money. It's the iTunes Match that costs money. iTunes Match is if you have, say you have an average MP3 that you have.
Oh yeah,
And you throw it into iTunes, iTunes will automatically recognize it as that song and fill in all the other hooks like artist name, year, track listing,
and then allow you to
stuff.
throw it together.
Yeah, and then which will make it compatible with the iCloud stuff. That stuff you have to pay for, which fair enough because you're relicensing your music pretty much.
Right. I'm still not gonna do it.
I won't do that either, but I mean if it works.
As long as they don't start overcharging for a lot of their iCloud stuff. Which they're gonna charge.
Most of it is free right now. The notes, the Pages app, you have to pay for. That's a one-time fee, and it's like $10. So that's.
Yeah, one-time fees are okay as long as they're not gonna have like another monthly charge that it's gonna be like to use iCloud features pay this much. It'll be like no thanks, I'm good. So, Mojang and Notch and those guys have some stuff going on. Minecraft, another game you can play on your Mac. Just FYI. I'm gonna start off with this. There's a game on the Xbox, and you take blocks, and you build things.
Isn't it FortressCraft?
That is the name of it.
Something really, really
But
weird.
instead of a little pixelated character for your guy, you have your Xbox avatars. So this is what everybody's kind of been playing as a relief to Minecraft on their Xbox before, of course, Minecraft comes out.
Yes.
And all these people are going like, dude, FortressCraft is literally just, like, this far enough off of Minecraft that you obviously can't get sued. And even like Mojang's gone like, you guys copied our game. Cool.
Thanks, I guess.
So the FortressCraft guy is finally coming back going, I did no such thing. Our games are completely different. Apparently FortressCraft is more based off creating things.
Yeah, I can see the differences there.
Yeah.
It's stark.
Yeah. Big, huge difference.
You find materials.
Well, his has a creative mode. And you can actually build your own material. So if you want to put brick on one side and grass on the other, you could do that in his game. But
I can do that in Minecraft.
No. Like the same block can have like different textures on all different sides of the block.
Oh, that's game changing.
Yes.
That's game changing.
He also has a copy and paste function in his game.
That's game changing. I've never seen that done before.
So if you want to, you can like build one wall and then just keep copying and pasting it all over the place.
That's game changing.
It's so different from Minecraft.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I could totally.
So his defense is not really all that strong.
You're called FortressCraft.
Yeah, I know. FortressCraft allow. This is a quote. FortressCraft allows players to customize the design of each block. You can also hire minions to help digging.
But I can have minions in Minecraft.
They're called other people on servers.
I was gonna say wolf.
Yeah.
Wolfie.
Well, this one you can actually have people help like dig for you and like get materials.
So turn-based.
And it adds an elegant copy and paste system that speeds up creation. They also have laser guns and factories and trampolines in his game.
Trampoline? Meh. Laser gun? No.
Minecraft. You can mod. There's a guy that built a portal gun in Minecraft. Does FortressCraft have a portal gun?
No. Is Valve angry at Notch?
No, it was a mod.
Probably not.
It was a mod. He had nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
So that's that little bit of news, which just made me laugh.
It's completely different.
You're trying to defend yourself on a game that literally looks identical except for Xbox avatars within the game. Like,
I've seen the game. It's not good.
look at those. Do those blocks look like anything reminiscent of something?
No.
With that dirt on the bottom and that little thing of grass on
I know what
top?
you're talking about, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. It's
completely different.
Yeah,
completely different.
That's an action adventure creation game.
Completely different. And then
that's a little silly.
Yes, and then Mojang, we'll move into them. They're working with Humble Bundle this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Is it only just this weekend by any chance? By the way?
They're doing it this weekend. I'm not sure how long the paying process takes. And I was going to open more windows, but I'm out of windows on my internet on my phone. But right now, you can pay any amount of money, and you get this game that Mojang is making this weekend. So,
and it's just this game.
It's just this game. There's no other games involved.
Is there a minimum involved?
No, there's no minimum.
Oh, wow.
Payment. I think $1. I think you have to pay $1.
Okay.
Like, yeah, at least have to, fork some money into it. But at least $1 you throw into this game, you get it, and we don't exactly know what the game's going to be yet. Because as of this morning, they were still taking in votes by people for what they wanted this game to be. So the top votes of the genre and the bottom vote of the genre got smooshed together into one genre that they.
Is it still being voted, or?
I think it's done now because they actually have to start making a game.
Okay.
And then, I'm not sure if you can still vote on theme like design, but there was like medieval, fantasy, steampunk. So all these different designs you could choose from, and the top and the bottom got smooshed together and turned into. So whatever game comes out is what you get when you pay a bundle. And if they can make over $1 million, Notch will shave his beard.
Well, they're at what, 1.5? 100,000?
I think they're at 150,000,
something like that.
And also the top 10 contributors get a special prize.
Get a something.
Get a something.
Get a something.
They were still trying to figure out what the something was, because they still don't know. So, like they don't even know what the special prize is going to be. So, and then finally. Notch has kind of explained.
He's been a little bit. He likes Psychonauts.
He does, and he's explained how this whole process is going. When he originally tweeted Tim Schafer about all this, he didn't realize it was going to be that much money. So while he's still interested in Psychonauts 2, when that time does come around, they're actually going to have to do real business.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be like.
Well, he's no longer an indie company.
Yes.
So.
Well, and it would be a personal investment for him and not Mojang, I think. So, it would be a big decision on his part.
Yeah. Because he's busy. So.
Yeah. Business-wise, it would be a huge thing. So, he's really got to. If it does come to pass, they've got to actually do business things with consultants and lawyers and all that fun stuff. So, he's still interested, but he's cooling his jets for now more than anything. So that's where that Psychonauts 2 thing stands.
It could still possibly be a thing. It's very possible.
It's very possible, but it's like you said, you gotta.
They've said that they want what is it, 13
million.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, Kickstarter is a great way to get $2 million.
Yeah.
In 10 days.
But 13 mil is a lot of money. So even for Notch, that's a big investment to be making. So he's now sitting there going, okay, we're gonna have to look into this. It's not like a for sure thing. Chill out, folks. And they've still got this adventure game that they have to build now.
Yeah, I predict that the October date, not actually a date anymore.
No,
it's probably gonna be like a February or March next year.
So there's all of the Notch news.
Notch
news that I can possibly come up with. Otherwise, I have no movie news. Do you have movie news?
A few bits.
Cool.
Twisted Metal is becoming a movie.
Excellent.
Which, I don't know how that would work. I don't know how,
that can turn into
because it'll be like Death Race. Death Race wasn't a movie, or it wasn't a video game. but it was clearly Mario Kart. Have you seen Death Race?
No.
Okay, so what Death Race was, it's like, again, post-apocalyptic future. Humans racing cars to make money. Woo! Woo! So these cars would have all these rockets and machine guns, and the guys and Jason Statham was like, awesome! I can use missiles, you know, to beat these guys up. No, you got to go over the man cover that unlocks the missiles.
Duh.
Yeah, God.
Jeez.
Noob.
Everybody knows that.
So Death Race is pretty much a copy of it's futuristic post-apocalyptic Mario Kart. So I don't know how Twisted Metal would be. It would again just another post-apocalyptic, chaotic car chaos movie.
But with Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
But you know they're going to try and
they're gonna put like. Let's play guess the main character.
Sweet Tooth.
Actor.
Oh.
Like no, it's not Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth will be in the game, or the movie. But you know they're gonna put like
who's
some
be
not
the
like
anti-villain.
Not anti-villain, but like a character who's the main character, but is not part of the game series.
Oh yeah, because they have to create a whole new guy just for the movies. That's right.
Who would it be?
As an actor?
Yes, like not obviously not a character, but actor. Who?
Zac Efron. Or Shia LaBeouf.
I want this movie to be cool. Matt Damon.
Oh, you're aiming for cool. I'm aiming for what Hollywood's actually going to do.
Oh, okay, so
Shia LaBeouf.
What? Who plays Clark Kent on Smallville?
I don't know his name.
Him.
The guy who plays Clark Kent on Smallville is what I usually call him. So.
Him.
Him?
Yeah. Because he's not the greatest. No. Who else is not really good? The old Peter Parker.
Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
Okay, now you're reaching into the ridiculous. No one wants Toby.
Sweet Tooth is gonna have his head on fire, or else this movie is gonna be fail.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This movie's gonna be fail anyways. I'm sorry, folks, but
I'm optimistic, and I'm waiting David Jaffe's word.
I'm realistic.
I'm waiting, because the Naughty Dog guys are like, yeah, I'm trying a movie. We've seen what this is. Let's go with it, right?
Yeah.
So it's got their blessing. David Jaffe has not commented yet about his movie.
I doubt he will have any control.
I doubt he'll even approve of it.
Yeah.
In other news, Peter Jackson.
Yep.
He is was it Peter Jackson? Yeah. Peter Jackson.
And
Steven Spielberg they like each other.
They do. Well, they're two pretty good guys when it comes to making movies.
Yep. Tintin 2 is now being the sequel
Woo!
to the outstandingly successful Tintin movie. He will be directing the sequel for the second one. A little bit of trivia. Tintin, I think he got like $370,000, something like that. 300,000 of that was in the UK.
Really?
we only paid this much money to see the movie, apparently. And honestly,
you mean Tintin's bigger over in Europe than it is over here?
In its natural habitat. So apparently, it's super successful. And if you want to find the Blu-ray DVD movie,
comes out
13th of March. So my eyes on it because I want to see it in its original language, French. Which is why I didn't see it in movie theaters. I'll be honest, I just want to see Thompson, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost.
Yep.
I just want to see them yelling at each other. So, like they do in real life. I
was never a huge Tintin guy.
I've always read Tintin.
I went to French immersion, so everybody read Tintin.
Oh yeah.
I just never got into Tintin. I don't know why.
I think the movie is pretty good.
But the movie looks really good, and it's not like I don't like Tintin. I just never got into Tintin.
I think as a kid, it was either Tintin or Alex. Alex? No.
Olaf
and drank the potion.
Yeah.
Super powerful. Yeah, that guy.
The Norse Viking people.
Yeah. He was really short for some reason.
Yep.
They always made fun of him for it. It was awesome. I read that as a kid.
Yeah, my friend,
Alex, Asterix.
My friend was huge into Asterix. One of my old friends was huge into Asterix.
It was so funny.
And once again, that was another one that everybody was reading these comics, and I'm like,
well, they were like for me, they were the bridge into comics.
I hopped into Spider-Man.
Well, my parents never race card. My parents never really let me read comics.
Mine never did either, but when I found them, it was like a Spider-Man. Like, I'm like, Spider-Man, so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I'm such a huge Spider-Man fan, is because I skipped Tintin and I skipped those guys, and I'm like, you know, here's Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man type stuff. Like, yeah.
My first comic book was Ghost Rider.
Ghost
Rider or Venom, one of those two.
My first comic was, and I wish I still had it, was one of those PSA ones that Marvel did against drugs.
That would have been so much. That would have been worth a little bit of money.
And it was Spider-Man, and he would like, you know, this kid's like about to do pot, and Spider-Man like swings down after beating up the Green Goblin or whatever, and it's like, pot's bad, and they're like, oh my god, it totally is, because you're Spider-Man.
I must believe you.
Yeah. So you're just like...
That's probably worth a little bit of
Which
money.
is why I wish I still had it. Because I could sell that for a fort. It's so cheesy, but...
That's the premise of those old comics.
Yep.
So that's...
Especially the old PSA ones.
Yes.
Yep. They had to be cheesy. I just beat up the Green Goblin. Do you think I was smoking pot while I did that? I don't know.
Stay in school.
Yep.
So...
Site news.
Site
News. Sunday. What did you do Sunday? I don't remember Sunday. I remember watching it Sunday, but I don't remember Sunday.
Disney.
That's why I remember Sunday, you cursed evil man. Making me want to spend my money and go down to California.
So for those who didn't catch the video, it's Disney in 1957.
Yeah.
Which it's one of those, if not for Disney, it's one of those, not can we say archaeological now? No, not yet.
I don't think it's that old.
No. It's one of those
historical.
It's one of those historical. That's the movie. That's the word I was thinking of. It's one of those historical things that you want to see because it's a rare color video of 1950s, and it's Disneyland.
Yeah.
So you see like the old Peter Pan ride and things that don't even exist anymore.
Those fronts of those rides made me laugh so hard because they're so, like, they're really themed now when you walk into them.
Yeah.
Like you walk through and they're like, you see like, you know, Geppetto's workshop and it's this big thing, and then you look at this video. And it's just like, here's some wood that we put up, and then we did a really stylized Pinocchio, and nailed it up there.
Go.
Yep.
And then kids are gonna go freak about this.
Oh yeah, and people are, it's like, oh, Peter Pan ride! You're like, really? Because I would not, I probably would have been that excited, but you go there now, and it's literally like the Wendy Darling house type.
Yeah, it's over.
Facade,
it's
right?
very elaborate, it's very colorful. And it wasn't colorful, like, obviously we can see because the video's got color. Yeah. It wasn't even that colorful then.
No, it was those pinks that they used to use and the greens that they used to use and all those colors that they used to use.
Yeah, it's just...
They kind of kept with the medieval theme of the carousel. Mm-hmm. Like, it looked like it looked like turrets with a bar, like, you know, a bar across that just said, Peter Pan!
Yep. They didn't even have the costume for it.
Okay.
I believe you.
Yeah, the old mascot costumes are scary as all junk too, but
not a lot of those in that video. So
good.
Yeah,
that's a good thing because those costumes make me like scream.
But yeah,
I love those old videos.
So that's in commemoration of the whole staying open for 24
hours, which is coming
up. For Disney is coming up real soon.
29th.
Yep.
You know how I know it's the 29th of this month? Leap year!
Oh, well, I was going to say my sister's birthday, but that works too. She's born on the 29th.
Oh, she only gets a birthday every 4 years?
That confused the shit out of me as a kid. I'm like, but Mom, why do I have to get something for my sister? It's not her birthday this year.
Okay, when do you guys celebrate? I've always wondered this, and I've never known anybody born on a weekend.
I don't remember.
Do you guys celebrate on the 28th or the 1st?
I don't remember. We just celebrated it. Whichever day was more convenient. I think it was that's how we handled it.
Okay.
That's how we handled it.
That works.
We probably did it on the 28th. I think we did it on the 28th.
Like actually in February?
Yes.
You were born in February, we should celebrate in February.
I think that's what we did. But as a kid, I'm like, why do I need to get a birthday present for her?
Your birthday's not for another 3 years.
It's not here. It's not next year. Does that mean she's younger than me?
Yeah, that's the other dude. I count that way. How old are you? 5. What? It's like, but you were born in 80, whatever.
You're a nurse working here, and you're 12?
Senior nurse, bitch.
That's funny, because I was talking to her, and Shannon's sister, 29th as well.
Really?
And I was like, creepy.
There's always parallels, like,
That's not in any way, shape, or form weird.
No. Not at all.
As a side note.
Question of the week. you came up with this question last week.
Ice cream.
Ice cream flavor. Cookie dough one.
That doesn't surprise me.
Not at all.
I like cookie dough too.
Cookie dough is I just like cookie dough.
I'll be frank with you. By choosing vanilla,
Yep.
you've chosen everything else on this list.
Essentially, yes.
Because vanilla makes everything else.
Yep.
So, technically, vanilla win.
I voted Nanaimo bar.
Nanaimo bar. Well,
Like
you don't really eat ice cream though.
And like I said in I made a comment specifically because I don't really eat ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I eat just ice cream, I eat Nanaimo bar ice cream, which only comes out at Christmas. And if that's not available, then I really like strawberry milkshakes. And I figure that's the next closest thing to
it's got
ice cream.
Yeah,
like
it's vanilla and strawberry flavored.
And then if it comes in a float, I really like vanilla ice cream. So like those are the 3 ice cream flavors I will eat. But if I'm really just eating ice cream, I really just like Nanaimo bar.
Vanilla.
And I will eat vanilla. Like it's not like if someone puts vanilla ice cream in front of me, I'll be like, no. I don't really like chocolate ice cream.
It's weird. When it comes to chocolate ice cream, I think I would much prefer the fancier ones, like
the triple chocolate fudge,
or like the Ben and Jerry's ones.
Yeah.
None of those like in store.
Yeah, no, you gotta get them.
Yeah, it's extra fake.
Oh, and that's the thing. If I go to like Marble Slab, I can pretty much eat most of those ice creams.
Oh yeah.
But
because it's so rich.
Well, yeah, and
the air content is gone.
Well, and the flavoring's just weird too. Like you can get bubblegum flavored stuff with gummy bears thrown in your ice cream. So it's like, nah.
It's not even ice cream anymore.
Essentially,
it's like a trip gone. It's like the Salt Barn had ice cream.
Essentially, yeah. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where you could make your own donut. And Homer was like, you could add sprinkles to your donut essentially, and he comes up to the thing, and Apu's just like, a Twizzler is not a sprinkle, a candy bar is not a sprinkle. This is not a sprinkle.
A donut is not a sprinkle.
Yeah. I still remember that episode. I remember that whole scene because Apu's just giving him that look like, and then it's like, a Twizzler is not a sprinkle, and then he throws it away. Tuesday I didn't do my review because my internet was down.
Internet's. So we pushed everything back a little
bit. We kind of pushed everything back and then just forgot about some stuff. So, so Wednesday turned into my review day, which I reviewed Kingdom of Amalur. Good game.
Yes, I hear it's a good game.
And like Graham put a comment on, and what he got from the demo was what Fable 3 should have been.
I could see that. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And yes, there's elements in there where it's very Fable-esque, but obviously improved.
At the same time, there's no moral choice.
And yes, you take the moral choice out of it, which takes a big element out of the game, and if you can't do moral choices properly, don't do them.
Yes.
Like Fable, for the amount of times that Peter Molyneux talks about moral choices, you'd think he'd be able to do moral choices properly.
I still remember his discussion at GDC about watching a tree grow.
Yeah. Like,
why would I want to watch a tree grow?
Black and White, that game that he did.
Oh, that was successful.
That did really well with the moral choice system because you're a god. You can be a vengeful, evil god, or you can be a god that that loves everybody. Moral choice system, the entire game. Fable, you go up and it's like you can sacrifice this old woman's life, or you can give up most of yours. What do you want to do? And you're like, I'll give up mine because I'm playing the hero part, right? And so they suck the life out of you. Your health doesn't drain. Your character literally gets gray hair and wrinkles.
The problem with now, this is just a thing that I notice in a lot of moral choice games is, if I'm playing the game morally, realistically, why would I want to go, okay, good, or like really good, choices all the way through, and then just like randomly do a bad choice? Like a moral person who's choosing the majority of good like pathways wouldn't just have the option even to do something like that. Like it should automatically just, okay, yeah, you're just gonna do the good thing already.
Yeah, as soon as you're good, there should be no hesitation in your choice. It should just be like,
yeah, there's like one big choice in the beginning, that's it. And I think that's moral choices need to go in that direction.
In that direction?
Because that unless you want to completely walk in the middle line, which Infamous for PS3 does really well, you can totally just walk the middle line. And I think Fallout 3 does that too.
Yeah, you can be the neutral character.
Yeah. But a lot of games don't.
I wish you'd actually start being rewarded for being a neutral character.
Yeah.
Because what pisses me off is you get a superpower up at the top for being good, you get a superpower for at the bottom being bad. But if you're literally like one of these guys who's like, I'm just out for me,
Yeah.
Which isn't evil.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, you're a chaotic neutral character. You don't get any bonuses.
Fallout 3.
Fallout did a really good job.
Yeah, Fallout 3 has a couple of bonuses. Like you get your achievements and trophies, obviously.
Yeah.
And there's some perks that you can only get if you're in the middle.
Yeah.
So.
Which is what I mean. Like they did a really good job of that. But that's Kingdom of Amalur takes out all the moral choice systems.
And that's fine. Like if you can't do it right, don't
do it.
It's fair. That sounds like something you should put on like your whiteboard when you're designing a game.
Yeah.
Can we do this? Can we do
moral
this?
Choice?
No.
Then don't. And then it's literally one of the old RPG type games. You go to a town, you get a bunch of quests. You circle the town, obviously, like the outskirts of town. You finish all your quests. They send you to the next town, and the story keeps progressing as you keep moving along the world. And the world in this game is huge. So, because originally it was supposed to build up to an MMO, which is lost somewhere in the mists of gaming development.
They could still do it.
It could still come out.
It'll take a long time. Now that they have everything written out for it.
The world's created, the backstory's created, and that was my other thing, is the story is just so rich and so deep and so amazing that...
It is R.A. Salvatore, so...
Yeah, you're going to get books out of this, and you're going to get comics, because now you've got Todd McFarlane working with...
And even in the best case scenario is TV show.
If it's
successful enough.
Yeah, they could pull something like that off.
So.
And the one thing that I really like about the game that I didn't actually write in the review is your armor really always looks good. Well, like right off the bat, your character looks cool.
So it's not like Demon Souls where it's like...
But it's not like most games where if you can see your armor, they're like, here's like your first piece of male armor and it covers like here. And you're like, yes, I'm so protected. And then by the end, and then by the end of the game, you actually have like, the full onslaught piece of like, I am a machine of death.
No,
in this game, you literally get like, if you're going for the plate, if you're going for the plate thing, you look like a death machine as soon as you make it out of the tutorial level.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you're a magic user, you look like a magic user.
Well, that's good.
So,
because I guess it's single player.
Yeah.
They can focus more towards less collection stuff.
Yeah.
And more, single player-y aspects.
And the crafting was good. It wasn't overly complex, but it was complex enough that you're still going to be interested in it. So. And then I skipped Hump Day Humor because it wasn't Hump Day when I was supposed to do it. So.
Oh, well.
And then we unboxed some stuff.
Yes. Yeah, we'll go see it. I've held on to it for way too long. The video's there. Well, Saturday, this way. It'll be down there.
Yeah, no matter what you're watching, it'll be that way. So.
Yeah, it's a good half hour.
Because due to school and stuff.
Yes.
No movie review.
Yep.
So.
Maybe I'll double down next week.
Maybe. You don't have to.
We'll see.
It's okay. It's one of those weeks.
It's if I get the time, which I got a lot on the plate.
It's one of those weeks where we did not do a barrel roll. Yeah. And we got hit.
Ah, shit. Snap.
So.
We should have listened to that damn rabbit.
Damn you, Peppy. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all for now.
Yeah. I've got to go stir soup.
Okay, so we're good.
Excellent.
We will see you next time.
Yes.
Send your questions to us.
We like questions.
We're not hard to find.
We really aren't.
Twitter at Barrel Roll News.
Yes, or Tony_Wong.
Tony_Wong. What's yours? Green Yoshi 001.
I know it now.
Yes. I don't know how you didn't know that.
I don't give anybody my Twitter name, other than on Twitter. So, yeah, follow us, ask us questions. We're more than happy to try and find answers.
Emails, yell at us.
Yeah. Our email is everywhere that we are signed up on.
We might be on a balloon.
Yeah, you might find, if you find a balloon with a USB stick attached, it's probably us.
You can keep it.
You can keep everything, including the string.
Oh man.
That's how generous we are.
Oh man. Some companies just want that string back.
It's really cheap string, don't worry. That's the string.
The string is right here.
There you go.
Can't get it.
It's off of Tony's notebook. That's how awesome our string is. That'll hold a USB stick for a while.
And on helium balloon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally fine. Anywho, folks.
Oh, lost it. Lost it.
Have a good one.
See you guys later.
Bye. Action!
Action! Vita.
We already have a video for that.
That's right. Such a bright screen. See? Nintendo's not the only system with menu screen and music. It's like a really bad jazz porno.
That'd be a really slow porn.
It's faster. Let's try the Nier. Nier's a little faster. Wait, that sounded weird.
Nier is faster. Oh, you dumb internet. I had everything saved on my phone.
I don't understand what Nier is yet. It's supposed to be the equivalent of Street Pass, but better. But I haven't figured out how to work it. Excuse me.
Okay, give me a sec. I had all my news.
On your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, shiny.
It deleted all my news.
Awesome.
So I can get it back quick.
Extra awesome.
I know which news story that I wanted to talk about. Oh, and that Never Dead game came out.
Yeah.
It's apparently not great.
Oh, shit. That sucks.
Cool concept, but...
Oh, the one where you can't die until your head rolling on the ground.
No, you can still live from that point.
Yeah.
Unless...
Yeah, you're still rolling on the ground. And you gotta grab your other pieces of your body. I remember the trailers for that. Such a weird concept.
Apparently the combat's crap.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Yay! This just in.
He's just in.
Sweet.
Really?
Yeah, this wasn't here before.
News.
Using...
News.
Open a new window. Okay, menu. Go back. Okay, I don't care. Menu. Windows.
Still need proctors. When do you still need proctors, Wendy? I still need proctors for the 28th. I have class. Wednesday. Oh, that's really early, Wendy. It's like 8 in the morning.
It's not that early.
9 in the morning.
It's still not that early. That's even less early than 8.
I wasn't reading. Yeah, I can do those both.
Money's.
No, wait, I can't do Wednesday, but I can do that.
Co-op got multiplayer, by the way.
Which one got multiplayer?
Co-op. Like co-op running game.
Oh, co-op.
Yep.
How did you see the other guy from the other co-op nation?
I guess so.
Did you see the sequel to the co-op?
No.
It was a rock climbing game.
Uh-huh.
And you have you all 4 limbs. You have to make sure they're all like you're holding buttons on the keyboard, and then like each rock has a letter on it, and you have to jet your arm out towards and grab it. And if you can grab it, you can grab it. But you also have to watch out where your arms are, because if they cross, then you fall. I'm like, what the fuck?
Not looking. That one's there. Where's the... There's one more, and I know what it is, but I gotta make sure that it's still on here. There we go. Okay, I'm good.
An email sent. We're working.
I'm recording.
Whoa, you're recording already?
Yeah, we're already recording.
Gosh. Already? What day is it today? I got it 17th.
I knew that because I wrote it on a test today.
Oh, look at you go.
Okay.
Take that test. Oh, whoa, hey, whoa.
Your book is molting.
Molting? Oh, man. It's showing its age.
Such an old book.
No, it's not. It's like 2 months old at best.
Such an old book.
It makes it look old. No. Shut up.
Show up the bar, fill up my sippy cup.
Sippy cups. What are you, like 12? 12? Yeah, I was born on the leap year. What? You have a problem with me being 12?
What do you think I am, made of money?
Tweeter. It's probably just importing stuff.
Okay.
Oh, the awkward moment when you change your password for like the first time in like 10 years. And you just keep getting it wrong the first time.
1, 2, 4, 5.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 1 is for...
1 is for... No, 1 is for peanut butter.
No, 2 is for...
No, 2 is for tuba.
Then 3 is for house.
Anywho.
Hello. Okay, so let's get into this.